皆さん、こんにちは。日本語教師の山口です。I teach Japanese pronunciation online, and today I'd like to share a different way of thinking about Japanese pronunciation and pitch accent. You've probably seen diagrams like these. I used to teach with them too. But over time, I realized something. These diagrams describe what Japanese sounds like. They don't explain how to create those sounds. And that's an important distinction. In this video, I'll show you why working on your voice quality can make pitch accent much easier to produce and even to hear. Have you ever looked at a pitch accent diagram and thought, I understand a pattern, but I can't still hear it? Or maybe you can hear it, but once you start speaking, something still sounds off. For a long time, I thought the solution was simply more practice. I taught pitch accent using those diagrams and kept asking the students to reproduce the right pitch patterns. But eventually, I realized that we were all running into the same problem. We knew what the pitch should sound like, but we didn't really understand how to create that sound. And that's a much bigger problem than it might seem. If your brain doesn't know what your voice is supposed to do, your muscles will naturally fall back on your English habits. So even if you know what the correct pitch pattern is, it can feel inconsistent, frustrating, or just impossible to produce naturally in conversation. In short, the problem was that we were trying to change the result without changing the process that creates it. Here's what I mean. Think of English and Japanese as two different engines. Imagine two cars. The first one is an American muscle car, a huge engine, maybe up to more than 1,000 horsepower. When you touch the gas pedal even a little, the car surges forward. Something like that. Now, imagine a small Japanese K car, a tiny engine, up to 64 horsepower. When you press the accelerator, the car moves very gently and smoothly. English works much more like the muscle car. Every stressed syllable is like pressing the accelerator again. There's a constant pulsing of energy. Sa-sa, sa-sa, sa-sa-sa. That's exactly what English rhythm wants. But that kind of pulsing isn't how Japanese voice normally works. It's actually something that Japanese speakers have to consciously learn when speaking English.
英語のリズムはボクシングのワンツーに似ていて、1はジャブ、2はストレート。英語はワンツー、ワンツーのように、タタン、タタンやタタタン、タタタン。
In comparison, Japanese is much more like the K car. Instead of bursts of energy, there's a gentle push at the beginning, and the voice keeps gliding. It's like skating. さあ、こんにちは、東京、コンビニ. The energy stays much more consistent. Even when there's a downstep, it's just a small adjustment, like shifting into another gear. ささ、 sasa, or sa, sa, doko, demo, kyo. It's not another burst of energy, just a subtle shift in how your energy is working. And I think this explains two problems English speakers often have. The first is listening. Your ears are still expecting the muscle car. They are waiting for another burst of energy, another pulse. But Japanese is doing that. It's either gliding or making much smaller adjustments. So if you're listening for another burst of energy, it's really easy to miss a subtle gear change. The second problem is speaking. Even when students eventually learn to produce correct pitch patterns, they often sound off. Why? Because they are trying to produce Japanese pitch accent with an English engine. So before worrying about the pitch, let's retune your engine first. You're going to use the same vocal instrument, but you're going to learn to use it differently. And that will actually also change how you hear Japanese. That might sound counterintuitive, but once your own voice starts operating more like Japanese, your brain finally knows what it has to listen for. And those subtle pitch changes become much easier to notice. Here's one exercise to start retuning your engine. Let's practice something very fundamental: continuous airflow. First, try holding the S sound long as if it's a vocal warm-up exercise. Give it a gentle push at the beginning and let the airflow keep gliding. Now switch to sa. 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 With a steady, continuous flow of breath. This is different from sa. Notice how the voice engages much more firmly. It feels richer or thicker. Instead, sa, sa. Imagine mixing in some breath into the voice. Let some air keep flowing through the vowel. Sa, sa, sa. Gentler and lighter. Now try sa 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 sa. Sa 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 sa. This is different from sa 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 sa. Instead of pushing every syllable, let the voice ride on the airflow. It's as if the breath is carrying the voice forward. Sa 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 sa. If this feels hard, that's completely normal. Your brain is still relying on your English voice. The habit has probably been with you for decades. Building a Japanese voice simply takes a long time. It's a long journey. And that's exactly why I wanted to make this series. Pitch accent graphs describe the destination, but not how to get there. I'd love to help you build your journey one step at a time. In the next video, I'll take a deeper look at the Japanese vocal engine and also how to disengage your thick English voice. Please subscribe so you don't miss it. You can also join my mailing list if you'd like some updates on my future courses and resources. Now, to wrap up this episode, I hope you saw one simple idea. Pitch graphs show what Japanese sounds like. They don't show how you create the sound. Retune your engine first, and pitch accent will emerge naturally. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.